Hey, it's Michelle Johnson, the creator of the Purpose Blueprint Formula. For years, I've been teaching individuals and organizations how to maximize mission and lock into their purpose. If you haven't already watched the first video about living your life on purpose, I advise you to stop now and watch that video. It lays a lot of the groundwork for what we'll talk about going forward. These training videos are designed as building blocks to help you get the most out of each moment, talent, and gifting in your life. So watch them in sequence, take plenty of notes, and feel free to share. One of my favorite things to do is to coach a passionate person on how to flesh out a path to success. At the same time, one of my least favorite things is to talk with someone who wants success, but they don't have the passion to make the dream happen. So first, let's really understand what passion is. Passion isn't a hope of doing something. Passion is the energy, the motivation, or the drive for what you want to do. Another way to say it, passion is the gas that fuels your dreams. I've heard many people say, I want to do my passion. But in reality, you have to have passion for what you want to do if you truly want to be successful. Let's look at it this way. If your passion is low, your chances of accomplishing your dreams are low. But if your passion is high, it fuels the actions needed to do what you need to do. Think about all of the times you started something with great energy, but eventually fell off, even though you thought it was a passion. In reality, things you are passionate about have a lot more sticking power because they energize you. So now you get it. Passion is fuel. But Michelle, how do I know what my purpose is? I feel like I'm supposed to do this. I have my degree in this, but I work doing this. How do I know what I was created to do? Well, here's where I give you my secret sauce. There are 3 components that I use to help someone discover their purpose. But first, I want to say this. Your purpose is more than something you enjoy doing, or even something that you are highly skilled at or trained in. Those things are important, but as we get into this video, you'll see that those things are only the dressing of what you were created to do. You have to discover what your part of the bigger picture of life really is. So let's get the formula working. What makes you feel like you're in the zone? You're in it, you're doing it, the answers come, everything just moves and grooves. It's almost effortless. Think of those things that you do almost innately. You can do it with your eyes closed. Problems can arise, but you've got the answer. One of my cousins loves to garden. She loves being in the soil, potting plants, making things grow. Recently, she retired and was concerned about what her purpose was. I immediately told her to think about her gardening. That is her zone. She does it with ease and mastery, yet she didn't think about that as being in line with her purpose. But it is. All of us have things that we do well with natural ability. This applies if you love drawing in your spare time and you do it well with no training, or you're a world-class gymnast who practices 10 hours a day. It all starts with natural ability. I put ease and mastery as a combo because the mastery part is also important. You are gifted to do your purpose at a high level. Michael Jordan could shoot hoops like none other. The way he moved on the court was instinctual. Think of your favorite cook. They can whip up deliciousness without batting an eye and make it look easy. On the other side of that, we have all seen these singing and dancing competitions where people come from near and far with family in tow to get their big chance to shine. And when the mic turns on, they can't sing. Just because it feels easy for you to do doesn't mean it's your purpose. If you aren't naturally good at it, that's a surefire indicator that it probably isn't your purpose. But if you enjoy doing it, keep doing it. It doesn't mean that you don't work at it, train, and study. If you enjoy it and it helps others, don't stop. But what I'm focusing on is when the innate skill and natural ability are already there. Think about things that you perform at an expert level with minimal struggle. Again, you may still need training and practice, but you already have innate skill and the natural ability to do these things well. Think about the things that you do with ease and mastery. You may want to ask a friend or family member who will help you with some honest feedback. Now to the action part of the video. If you haven't done it yet, download the Purpose Finder worksheet I have included for you below. Find the Ease and Mastery section of the worksheet and list those things that you do with the combination of both ease and mastery. Take some time, think about it. You can pause the video now. The next key to finding your purpose can be really shocking, but it really is true. Something that is your purpose fills a gap or need for other people. Your purpose really isn't for you. I know that this is going to disappoint some people, but this will help you more clearly get in alignment with what you were created to do. Purpose is related to what you provide for others. Remember, purpose is why you were created. You weren't created for yourself, but you can and should benefit from your purpose. And I'll get to that point a little later. But each of us was created as parts of a whole. I can give you an example. I worked with a lot of artists who were so consumed with creating for themselves, they never thought about their audience. I saw this happen with singers, painters, even authors. They create for themselves, and usually they were their biggest and sometimes only fans. I've also met and worked with amazing artists whose whole motivation is changing the world with their work by connecting and resonating with people. These artists are usually a lot more successful than the first group. Their focus is on how what they do affects other people. Think of a tree. The purpose of a tree is to anchor the soil, provide shade, and provide shelter for animals. But the tree's purpose is not for the tree. Understanding that your purpose is for others is so important. It is the reason why many people waste time, energy, and money on something that they believe is their purpose, only to end up being frustrated because something they loved didn't love them back. If the reason you want to do something is solely for your own benefit, that doesn't mean you can't do it, but most likely it isn't your purpose. I have so many hobbies and other things that I love to do, and I try to do them well, but I distinctly know what I was created to do and why I was created to do it. Those are the things that you sharpen and invest in. If you love to offer advice, cook for friends and family, or change the world with your inventions like Steve Jobs, the core of this key is the motivation for why you do it. Spend some time thinking about things you like to do for other people or the world and list them in the appropriate section of your Purpose Finder worksheet. You may have a few things in common with the first section, Ease and Mastery. That's great, but make sure to fill this out as honestly as possible. Remember, good input creates good output. You can now pause the video. Remember, this is a formula, and all of these components connect to each other to help you discover your purpose. So you should already be having some revelation about what's going on inside of here. The third key is that your purpose makes you feel validated. This is a feeling that you feel about yourself. You feel accomplished, joyful, and it radiates into other areas of your life. Validation can cause humble people to stumble, but it's a feeling that must be present when doing your purpose. This is an internal measure that what you are doing is good. It also helps you maintain your purpose when the outside world may not validate you. To better describe validation, let's think about love. It has a lot to do with feeling validated. You feel that your heart is taken care of, and that causes an inner joy and excitement. When you're in your purpose, your heart feels like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I spoke with someone recently that told me that they volunteered solely because it helps other people. They didn't get any enjoyment out of it, and it was their due service. So that's why they did it. Again, if that is what motivates you to take action, don't stop. There are all kinds of positive things that people do for many different reasons. But the things that I'm focusing on are to help you define your purpose, the things that you were created to do. The feeling of validation will make you say, I did this. This is why I'm here. It is directly related to passion because it gives you a sense of self-satisfaction. I will say, I'd rather have a cake from someone who loved baking than from someone who did it because they felt obligated to. Wouldn't you? Think about those things that you do that make you feel accomplished, validated, and focused. The things that make you say, I did that. Take a moment and list those things in the validation portion of your worksheet. Again, you may have some overlap from your other lists, and that's okay. But carefully think about those things that you do that make you feel validated. You can pause the video now. Now for the good part. Even if you didn't like chemistry in school, you have just put together the components of a great formula. All three of these keys have to fit together to really clarify if something is your purpose. You have to have all three. It is tempting to look at your sheets and say, well, I'm helping other people and I feel validated, but you know that you don't have mastery or ease at what you're doing. Or you're really good at doing something and it makes you feel validated, but the only beneficiary is yourself. Or you volunteer your time to help others by doing something that you are really good at, but it doesn't validate you. You often feel put upon or used. These are good indicators that these things are not in line with your purpose. Remember, it is amazing that you're helping people or have a hobby that validates you. You shouldn't stop doing these things just because they don't make all three lists. We still have things that we like to do and jobs that we have to do. But this whole exercise is to help you figure out those things that are aligned with being your purpose. You have to be able to be self-aware and strong enough to really take stock of this exercise. Take a look at your worksheets and make a list of just those things that appeared on all three lists. You may have 20 things on each list, but only 2 things actually showed up on all 3 lists. Sometimes the same thing is just worded differently from list to list. So take a few minutes to really go over your lists. Find the putting it together section of your worksheet and fill out those things that are common on all 3 lists. This should take a minute and really cause you to do some reflection. That's good. It's okay. Take your time. I'll be right here when you get back. You can pause the video now. Hey guys, you are on track. After completing this exercise, you should really be able to see things that are squarely in your area of purpose. You may also have questions about some things that may have been on only 2 lists or things that connect to other things on your lists. The next video in this series will really help you clean up your list and connect the dots. I'll also help you course correct to get you on a path to producing and prospering in your life on purpose. Congratulations! You have just seen the Purpose Blueprint formula work in your life, but we're not done yet. It's all about pointing yourself in the right direction and moving forward. It's awesome that you watched these videos, read the resources, and learned so much. But remember, you have to take action. You need to start moving towards the goals and life that you really want. The Purpose Blueprint formula works. It has been proven by organizations and individuals just like you who had to face down a lot of mistakes to get on track to accomplish their goals. You just have to follow the formula. No matter what your purpose is, this can work for you. Sharing this information has been an amazing experience for me. I've had so many people watching these videos and working with me in my coaching business and in my everyday life. It has been overwhelming. I love doing this because of people just like you that I can help and the positive impact that we can make on the world. I love the freedom that coaching gives me, but I do this to create change for more than one person at a time. So, if you're ready to live your life on purpose, I've created a program that will help you get there. I'm going to be opening my next Purpose Blueprint Formula course in just a few days, and I would absolutely love it if you join me. Just like a college class, we have a registration for a limited number of seats during a short enrollment period. Then registration closes, and we gather the unique information from you on your goals so that we target the coursework specifically to help each student to succeed. Then we start the class. But don't worry, there are 2 more free videos in this series. The next one is all about course correction. Now that you've gotten a good idea about what your purpose is, the next video will help you get on path. At the end of it, I'll have all kinds of details about the upcoming Purpose Blueprint Formula Taking Action course and how you can get started. So look for that video very soon. And if you haven't signed up to get the emails of when the videos come out, please make sure to do so that you are aware of the next video and you won't get locked out of class. I hope you guys are charged up. Well, do me a favor, share this video series with your friends and your family, anyone who would benefit from getting their life on course. This video series and the worksheets are free, and I know that they can help. You can also share it at work. If you think your organization needs a tune-up in positioning its people for maximum success. Also, you guys can see and hear me, and I would absolutely love to hear from you. What have you discovered so far about uncovering your purpose? Now that you have some tools, what does your path forward look like? Please leave me a comment below. I would really love to hear from you. I read every comment and will respond to as many as I can. Share this on Facebook or Twitter or email it to anyone you think that could benefit from this teaching. Let's change the world by encouraging people to live on purpose. Remember, you can do this. I'm here to help. Excited? Yay!